I hope we never see another honor killing in the future in Canada, but if we do, the government might be complicit in it. Because they haven't let an organization that wants to actually help people that could be at risk of being honor killed find access to help. This is what's happening in Edmonton. Now, this goes back a few years ago when a group called the AFDI, the American Freedom Defense Initiative, which is run by Pamela Geller, wanted to run a series of bus ads in the city of Edmonton on Edmonton Transit Service buses that basically offer a hotline, a refuge for girls or women to go if they feel they are in danger and they are threatened. This is the actual ad. Muslim girls honored killed by their families, with a photo of some unfortunate victims above. Is your family threatening you? Is there a fatwa on your head? We can help. And then it gives the URL to the AFDI, which allows women or girls to actually reach out and get help. Now, this was on Edmonton buses, but then there was a complaint from a councillor in Edmonton, Amarjeet Sohi, who said that this was offensive. And this ultimately became part of years and years in the making of really court process here. The city of Edmonton said that advertising had to meet certain standards. Now, these were the actual standards: truthfulness, fairness, and accuracy. What is untrue, what is unfair, and what is inaccurate about this? Well, according to a judge in a Canadian court this week, apparently the city was within its rights to pull the ads, and we're all just supposed to put up and shut up. The benefits of providing a safe and welcoming transit system outweigh the deleterious effects of the city's policy limiting offensive or discriminatory advertising on its public transport, said Justice John Gill in his ruling. Except I'm not clear how it's discriminatory. It doesn't say that Muslims are violent people. It doesn't say that Muslims are dangerous people. It actually just points to Muslim girls who actually were killed because of this idea of honor, which exists in some families who adhere to the Muslim faith. But the ad doesn't say that all families do. The ad doesn't say that all Muslims do. So to say that the ad is discriminatory, it is discriminatory against honor killings, which I would think that every Canadian would be, because it's 2016. But that's not all the judge said. I have no doubt that many Edmontonians and Canadians in general would find the positions advanced by the AFDI to be offensive, discriminatory, and demeaning. In my view, it is speculative that this would actually be helpful to Muslim women in Edmonton. In his view, well, we don't know, and the fact is we hope we never have to know. But that stands to reason that these girls are killed because they have nowhere they can go. They aren't calling police. They aren't actually able to get help. They aren't able to get help in family because it's their family that's threatening them. And isn't this whole thing that we hear from people that if it could save one life, it's worth it? How is this discriminatory? This is the question here. And it falls in line with this leftist thought that freedoms are contingent upon other things, that freedoms don't exist as constants, that they have to be measured up against other things. In fact, he specifically said this is infringing one's right to free speech, but he says it's worth it because the good outweighs the bad. If you're suppressing freedom, there is no good outweighing anything. For the Rebel.media, I'm Andrew Lawton. If you want to see more content like this, please go to therebel.media. And you've heard how bad it is for us freedom fighters. We need all the help we can get to stand up against these oppressors. So consider becoming a premium member. Help us do the work that you've been able to enjoy at therebel.media.